Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Bears Core Studio, and joining me today is Eric.
What's up, everybody?
I'm not talking in a room on my own to myself anymore. I have someone in here that I'm talking with.
Yep.
And we're talking to ourselves.
We're talking to ourselves. We're talking to you.
But at a camera.
Avid listener.
Exactly. Hi! Anyways, what are we talking about in today's episode?
So today we're going to review and rank showcase art styles from recent sets.
Yes, we're going to review and rank showcase art.
Because we are experts.
Sophisticated, one might say.
we're our own experts. We've dubbed ourselves our own experts.
Exactly. I would put just like a little like lower thirds, like just expert.
I'm just gonna have a business card that just says Eric, expert.
All right, awesome. Okay, so how are we gonna go about this? We're gonna go about this by.
Let's go lowest to highest ranking tier, and just a hashtag blame Eric. These are my rankings, and so if you don't agree with them, too bad.
As the artist between two of us, I'd say you're expert. I'm lower expert.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, we should go based on your rankings.
Junior expert.
Expert junior. It sounds so much worse.
Expert in training. You're an expert apprentice.
No. Yours says expert. Mine's like expert in quotes.
Yeah, expert.
Expert. Okay,
yeah,
just make me feel good.
That.
Okay,
yeah.
Sounds good. Okay.
And to be clear, none of these I think are bad. I think all of them are awesome. The art in Magic is just
it's incredible.
The best. But yeah, just looking objectively at now there's like 50 billion art styles.
Oh yeah.
It's actually getting kind of annoying.
Well, I mean, there was a certain card that we might be talking about here in a little bit that I think had like a record-breaking 13 different versions of itself, and it's like, my goodness. I mean, how do the people at Wizards keep track of that? How are we supposed to keep track?
Think of the printing. You're just like, all right, we're gonna have 13 different versions of this card.
Gosh, no. Trying to keep track of all those files. No, there are going to be mistakes.
Yeah. So we tried to hone in on showcase styles.
Yep.
And so just kind of looking more in that category, because that at least is like a constant going back enough sets.
Yes.
Because now there's like Phyrexian foil and other things like that only exist in recent sets. But who knows? Maybe we're gonna get Phyrexian foil in the new sets
Maybe.
too. I don't know.
You never know. Maybe we'll get like 3D cards that are a box.
Maybe there'll be augmented reality cards.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Oh, we're just gonna get NFT cards.
Yep, exactly.
There you go. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we've come a long way since I think the original foil was like back in like Invasion Block or something.
Something like
a long time ago. Some kind of a dragon, I think. Anyways, okay, so where are we starting off with? What is the lowest of these showcase versions?
The lowest of the showcase tiers, again, in my unhumble, very expert opinion.
Regular expert, non-expert.
Yes.
I'm expert.
Is the showcases from Phyrexia All Will Be One.
Okay, so fresh on the mind, the most recent set, currently during this recording, not to spoil things or whatever, but we have, I believe, Mom is being spoiled right now.
Yep. So
March Machine.
Yeah. So I tried to pull like the coolest version of this showcase because again, I think they're all amazing, but like
Future Mitch put it up on the screen.
Future Mitch is putting it up right now. But yeah, so Ellis Norn looks incredible. I love hand drawn sketch art style. But from a showcase frame standpoint, what kind of for me was just like a little bit mailed in is like it's kind of unfinished. It's kind of I think the lack of border, whereas other showcases kind of played into a border that fit with the theme.
Sure.
This just was more like an extended art in a black and white drawing sort of effect.
I can agree with that.
I think the drawing is amazing. It's really cool. I actually would like to see it like a little bit more fidelity. I think it's a really cool Ellis Norn, but
absolutely
for me, this one kind of missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear you on that. I can agree. Again, in my expert opinion, I agree with everything Eric said on this version. Yeah, I mean, again, I like the drawing a lot, but I can kind of see how, in comparison, and we'll see some here in a bit, obviously, that kind of are on a higher standard for you, and that are kind of just a bit more special too, and just like it's kind of I do like seeing the showcase versions. Actually, it's kind of funny because sometimes the showcase versions are more budget friendly than the non-showcase versions, and actually encourage budget friendliness because some people just don't like the art style as much, even if we might like it.
Right.
But yeah, when you see this, it's just like yeah, it doesn't have that kind of like different border that like I like to see, where it just like kind of like you feel the flavor of the set from the showcase, and this one's like kind of a lack of that.
Yeah, it's just an alternate art style to me. Like, it doesn't have any tie-in to, like, the Phyrexian foiling had a tie-in to the set, the oil foil or whatever they're calling
foil.
it. I know. But yeah, so for this, it was just more like an alt art style, not really much of a showcase to me.
I'm with you. Okay, all right, that's the bottom of the rung. That's all right. So let's go on to the next one. What are we at?
Okay, so the next one is, and this is going to be probably the most contentious.
This is going to be very controversial. I didn't realize you had this next.
Is the Strix Haven Mystical Archive.
Oh, people love those.
I'm going to be very clear. The art in these, amazing.
Oh,
absolutely incredible. Crushed it. Amazing art. I own a lot of these cards.
Oh, yeah.
The part that completely fails for me is the border.
Okay.
To me, it's just, it's so basic.
Yeah.
It's so low fidelity, and like, it just kind of looks like a clip art that you'd get like in like Microsoft Publisher to be able to just slap on your frame.
I really hope the person who did
these
isn't watching.
Rake me over the coals.
You did a great job.
In the comments, by all means. It's an opinion. It's very, very controversial. I know that going into it, but yeah, for me, the Mystical Archive, the bordering, I just, when you think about a Mystical Archive, I just feel like they could have done more with it.
Sure, absolutely.
I just felt a little like, the art style is so good. It's just kind of cheapened by the border for me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so, I do personally, I like things that are simplistic, but there is a bit of a clash between, I think, the border and the art from what you're saying too.
And I love how eclectic the art was.
Absolutely, the art is incredible.
Yeah, I think we're showing God's Willing right now.
Yeah, and that's such a good one.
It's so cool. Like all of them are amazing. There's so many good.
And this one's so expensive compared to other God's Willings. You know, the most budget-friendly God's Willing 7 cents. This one 38 cents. I get that second mortgage on the house.
$1.65.
Oh, that's for the other version. Okay.
For the other version.
Gotcha. Okay. So very expensive God Willing.
Very expensive.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So moving on. The next one, the third lowest tier in the tier of tiers.
I recognize this. I've had this card.
I think I have multiple. This was the most printed Mythic I feel like I've ever cracked.
Oh really?
And
that's kind of funny.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
But the Pharaohs Beyond Death, the constellation kind of treatment, the gods. I think it's really successful from what they're trying to do with constellations. Sure. I thought, me personally, just a lot of things about the styling was just kind of like, I don't know.
It looks kind of like confetti.
It looks like confetti. It's a little glittery. It's I don't know.
It's nice to distinguish. I personally like that. Like, it's nice to distinguish if they ever go forward with this kind of stuff. And like, hey, this is an enchantment as well. Like because they've kind of discussed that a little bit.
Yeah. Like
doing something along those lines. We have those different borders. But yeah, it does. There's a reason why these are less expensive than the other versions. And actually, this is why I got this one, because the other version was like $2 more. And I'm like, I'm a budget player. I'm just gonna get the cheapest version.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they were onto something with the constellation gods and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't really love the lands from that set, because to me, like, I know that a lot of people did like them.
I think they're my favorite lands.
Yeah, I mean,
or some of my favorite lands.
The art's beautiful, but to me, I'm like, they're not lands.
Yeah, they didn't really look. They did look like lands. They look like nebulas. That's correct. I mean, well, so it's like, okay, well, like, this is way off topic, but like the god shrine or godless shrine from what's the most recent unset? Unfinity or whatever? It's like my favorite one, and it's also just space. So yeah. Okay. True. I'm with you. I'm with you, though. They don't look like lands.
Totally fine. I mean, like, they're still beautiful art. And the
magic can't be in space. According to expert Eric, magic can't be in space.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Yes. I'm gonna get this episode is just gonna
we're gonna get comments. It's not space, it's the blind eternities. It's the blind eternities.
It's no longer Blame Eddie. It is now 100% like I'm putting myself in the crosshairs. Right? All right, moving on.
Ooh, I forgot about these.
We're kind of getting into like the mid tier, so hopefully we'll be a little less contentious. But the next one I have in here is the Zendikar Rising.
Okay.
I actually really liked how they used kind of like the corner treatment, the angles.
Yes,
and stuff.
I love the angles.
The hedrons and stuff. I thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not really crazy about when they have the transparent behind the text box.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it gets a little busy.
Sure, and then you kind of get a little distracted.
Yeah, my 2 cents. If it's not like a full art treatment,
sure.
You know, like,
sure.
I'm an old school Magic player. I grew up in the days of, you know, where they had like really hard edged borders and everything like that. So
what you're saying is you want a cryptic command that has no text on it, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly.
Give me full art every card.
Yeah, but I think we're showing Lotus Cobra right now.
Yep.
The art in that is just
oh my
amazing.
gosh,
Such
that is unbelievable. I don't think I've seen this one actually.
Really?
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful art.
Oh, I like it because I didn't open these links ahead of time, so I'm just glad I'm getting surprised by some of these. Just like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Magic's got some really cool art.
All right, moving on.
Oh,
Next one, Kamigawa.
the card that has wrecked so many friendships.
Yes, we're showing Farewell right now.
Uh-huh.
And yes, Farewell to friends for sure.
Choose one or more. How flexible do you want this card to be?
This set was really kind of interesting with the art styles because I loved how they brought in the neonness, like, you know, and still paid homage to kind of the Oriental architecture and that sort of thing. I thought that was really cool to see in the framing. The art styles are super cool. Like just again, another very eclectic set.
Absolutely.
Like the alternate art styles had a lot of bounce to them.
So this one has, again, no kind of transparency on the text. That makes you happy.
I like that more. Yeah, I mean, it's got a little graphic in the background, which I'm cool with.
It lets you kind of focus again more so on the actual card. And I like the graphic in the background. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Well, people are just gonna hate me.
Yeah, I know. They'll be like, no!
I'm gonna put some of the crosshairs. All right, next one.
What are these?
Innistrad Crimson Vow.
I don't remember these.
Yeah, these ones were really kind of weird.
These are cheaper.
They're cheaper.
All right.
This was a set where it was like another one where they had like multiple different kinds of things going on, and the showcase frames kind of showed up randomly on like commons and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
So Unholy Efficient is what we're showing right now. I actually really liked the way they did the border here because of the theme of the set. I just thought it felt very like
it does,
on theme.
Yeah, very kind of like Dracula.
Yeah, you had the kind of fang teeth on the top, in the architecture of the frame, and then there's all this ornate kind of
like vines and stuff, kind of
filigree along there and stuff like that.
Like an old British castle or something.
Yeah.
More like Transylvania, right? It was where it's supposed to be, right? But
whatever.
Sylvania.
Could have been Pennsylvania.
Probably Pennsylvania. This occurred in Pennsylvania, right next to the office, actually.
Yes, exactly.
Where was that? Where was it?
Pennsylvania.
Is it Scranton?
Scranton.
There we go. Look, we got there.
Scranton. That's where the unholy wedding happened.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yep. It's now a tourist destination.
There you go.
All right. The next one we've got on here is Throne of Eldraine.
Yeah.
Another one where it was like I think it was mainly the adventure cards that had this treatment.
This is really cool. Again, like, how do you integrate a book into this with, again, there's an amazing flowing frame too with it as well.
Right. Yeah. Just the whole Fable. I loved this set just thematically overall. I think a lot of people, it was a very, it's probably why we're going back so soon.
Yeah. Well, and because of the overpoweredness. And they're like,
they got to write the shit.
We need to sell more cards, get overpowered again. All right, here we go.
I really hope they like tame it down when we go.
Yeah. Oko for 1 mana.
Yeah. So Love Struck Beast is what we're showing right now.
Yep. That's a cool art.
Just such a cool. I actually never have seen this one in the wild. I've never seen actually, but I mean, it's probably not a great commander card, but it's like it's Beauty and the Beast. It's like
fantastic.
It's so cool. I don't know. Cool. There was just so many cool like. I'm a big classic Disney and old school fables and Grimm's fairy tales and stuff like that fan. So that set for me was really cool, and I love the way that they did the showcase frame on
Absolutely, this is incredible. And again, more vines.
More vines.
That is if you want to win in Eric's book, no transparency behind the text, and then also vines.
Do vines in the right way.
Vines everywhere.
Yeah, maybe if the Mystical Archive would have had
vines. There you go.
Yeah.
Your library needs vines in it. Ooh, these are cool.
All right, the next one we've got is Modern Horizons 2.
Okay.
The kind of like sketchy prototype.
Some people didn't like those. I mean, this is also cheaper than the regular version, and I like the sketch version.
So, okay, going back to our first card, the Ellis Norn, right? Yeah. Now, if Ellis Norn, they did it as like this hand-drawn, kind of hand-sketched look. This is done successful.
Yes.
Because the whole thing is done that way. It's like we're trying to do it with the frame. It's this like kind of scrappy, hypothetical thing. I love how they even just did like a highlighter treatment over the mythic symbol.
I do like that a lot, but it's also like, to me, I was like, that seems intentional. I mean, it's all intentional, but it's just like you're intentionally making it look off, which is awesome. But it's also like, what you could have done is been like, all right, got like a 5-year-old kid, like, hey, like, come color this.
That would be cool.
It looks awesome though.
Color it blue instead.
Exactly. Do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
I made the mythic symbol blue because I wanted a blue mythic.
You know
symbol.
what? I just wanted it.
No, but I thought this was really cool.
It's really cool.
I mean, and even like the Dakan art, like this is probably the fidelity that I would have liked maybe a little bit more out of that Ellis Norn one.
Sure,
like a little bit more into like the kind of charcoal look. I thought that was I don't know, it's really cool. This is cooler to me than the actual card.
Absolutely. Comment below on how Eric's wrong. So.
I'm totally wrong in all of this. Yep.
No, there weren't any vines in that one, so
there aren't vines in that one. Just sketchy little crayon drawings.
Oh, I love these.
All right, now we're getting into like my favorites.
These are
of the top
really
tiers here.
cool.
Coriolera Behemoths. I pulled Insatiable Hemophage, but really almost all of these are amazing.
The artwork is just insane. It's like comic book style, kind of just like in your face color scheme. Love it.
Yeah. Now I am contradicting myself a little bit because this one that doesn't have a
frame,
and it has image behind the text.
And it's not it's transparent. Yeah, it's it's more transparent.
More
you can
transparent.
see more.
It's actually kind of hard to read on these.
It is kind of hard to
read. They probably could have gone around doing that.
You are contradicting yourself. That's okay.
No, I would say it's still a knock against it, but to me the treatment and the art style is just way outweighs everything.
Well, and you have some of the art popping up above the text box, kind of, or not above the text, above like the nameplate essentially. So yeah, you've got like some really cool, interesting aspects to it.
Yeah, the art style from these cards is so cool.
It really stands out. It really pops. I like it a lot. Absolutely, good pick. Oh my!
All right, the other Innistrad, the Midnight Hunt.
More vines.
More vines.
Foliage.
I had no idea I had such an affinity for vines.
It has leaves in it too.
It's got leaves.
Is it outdoorsy? I like it.
But the whole like celebration thing. It's got like the banners hanging and stuff. Yeah, and coupled with like a really cool this is the kind of art style that I really like. The Castlevania, the cartoon Castlevania.
Yep.
Like that kind
faded kind of comic book.
Yeah, a little more grim comic book.
Exactly.
An adult comic
not
book.
Bright, colors or whatnot, kind of like Ikoria was, but this is more grim.
Kind of washed out and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought with the theme of that set, it was really cool. I wish the set would have been a little bit better, to be honest. I didn't really love the set as a whole, but
you just upset so many werewolf fans.
Many people. I actually love werewolves too as a tribe.
I just don't like the day and night kind of thing, and I don't let Moon Mist play with it. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But really cool art, obviously.
Super cool.
Oh my gosh. These
all right, Domineer United, the stained glass treatment.
Okay, we are back to no vines. Apparently, you can't have stained glass and vines.
No vines. The stained glass treatment in Domineer United. It's
very cool. It's very cool.
I mean, like, I don't think I've come across a single art in that set that I didn't like. Like, they were all amazing.
Crazy.
I don't really have anything else to say. It's
I never could understand the concept of I think what was it, the original Domineer, or this is the original Dominaria, right? When it had stained glass first, I was just like, how did you do that and make it look like a Magic card and make it look so good?
Yeah, when they were doing it, didn't they do it in the?
They did it in the sagas. Yeah. I always think about History of Benalia. Is that the one that makes the knights or whatever? Yeah, always think about that one. Just it looks so beautiful.
Well, and if you think about European old, hundreds and hundreds of year old, centuries old castles and stuff. They had tapestries and they had glass windows and stuff like that, and they tell stories like they did with the sagas. So I thought that was really a
it's very cool.
neat tie to it. Really cool. Well done. All right.
Oh yeah.
Streets of New Capenna.
There you go.
I didn't love the tongue-in-cheekness of some of their terminology and the Mafia sort of
or
thing.
having a hand like their handguns or whatever. Essentially, it's I point my finger at you, and it's okay, well we see what you're doing, but too cute.
There was some themes within the set itself that I wasn't really but the art style,
Great Gatsby-esque kind of stuff.
Oh man. Art Deco, I just love that style. I mean, just that California, Los Angeles Art Deco of the 1920s and stuff. So
over the top,
so cool.
Roaring 20s.
The gold and all the the grandeur to it. Yeah,
before the stock market crashed. Yeah,
right, exactly. What do you know?
We should put gold on everything. Oh, this wasn't a good idea. Knock it down. Get the gold. I knew these would be up here.
All right, so we're kind of getting towards the last couple
here. Yeah.
Anybody that knows me personally knows I love the Kaldheim showcases.
Oh yeah, I mean they look like death metal covers.
Death metal covers.
Oh yeah.
And for me though, I read the stories or the interviews that they did with the art directors and stuff, where they were talking about they actually went and looked at actual Norse wood carvings and structures and stuff to develop the frame around these. So I mean there's just so much cool like lore to it.
Oh yeah,
like it just
you can
feels
just
really.
These are oozing with just flavor. Just again, like it just pulls in so much. Kind of again the exact opposite. No offense again to the first Ellis Norn we showed, but like you can't really tell like what the feeling of the set is from that. But this you just get so much out of it.
Yeah. Like I know what set this is from.
100%.
Even if I've never seen the card before.
You glance at it and you're like, that's Viking stuff.
Yeah, that looks super Norse. I love it. And I mean Vargoth Bloodsire is just. And that's probably the most metal like looking art that I've seen.
This again is one that does like it's a lot cheaper for this version than the other ones, and I think
which is crazy to me.
It is crazy to me too because I really like the versions of these, and I'm pretty sure I got. Oh, now I'm gonna flub it right now. What was the red black enters the battlefield, goads all the creatures.
Oh yeah.
What's your name?
Broken bro? No.
Nope. Okay.
No.
Comment below. No, comment below. I'm already. I can't look it up right now. I can't think right now.
Yeah, I played it on a commander.
I love this card, and yeah, I
so
can't remember it, but yeah, that one I think I got the version for like 10 cents versus like $1 or whatever it was. So yeah,
it's on the tip of the tongue too. Yeah, that's it. That art is awesome.
It's great art. And this, I knew would be your number one because because I was like, where is it? Because I got only because of process of elimination, I'm like, you gotta show these.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Go
So
for it.
Adventures.
This is gonna be controversial.
Yeah. Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. I thought these were just amazing.
And I think many people thought the exact opposite.
I know, and I'm totally fine with that because they're all cheaper.
They're so cheap. Decanter of Endless Water is not a budget card anymore. It's like $3, except this version, which I can use, is 30 cents because I don't buy it.
I like had all of our friends and stuff. I was like, if you guys run across any of those cards and you don't want them, give them to me. I use them as drawing references.
They're fantastic.
The art is just so amazing.
Just old D&D kind of book style. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, Justine Jones did a lot of the art on them. She did Iron Golem, and that style, that rule book style, is so cool. Like I just like flipping through D&D rule books, just looking at all the creature art and stuff.
And so simple coloring that just kind of just brings you back to kind of that just like time, and just like it looks like worn old paper, and it looks so cool.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say there's no vines on this one either.
No vines on this one.
But the text box not transparent. So that's good.
Yep,
we're good.
And it like has like its own little border. Like it's it's kind of like the anti-border, but it's kind of cool the way they did it. I don't know. I thought it was really well done. It was my favorite out of any of the showcases that have come out.
It's really cool.
Super cool.
It's personally it's not my favorite. It is up there. I like these.
Very few people's favorite.
Yeah.
But it's made it so that I've been able to collect very many.
Again, Hey, send all your copies to Eric.
Yeah, there you go. I will take them.
Well, awesome. Okay, well, so again, this is Expert Eric's picks.
Expert Eric's picks.
Expert Mitch's.
What would be your favorite, though?
What is my favorite? I guess if I had to kind of pick one, I think the one that really stands out to me actually is Eldraine. Really speaks to me a lot. I don't know if it's I'd really have to go back through and kind of like actually go one-on-one. I mean, I like the art style of the Ikoria ones probably the best. Just like that comic book kind of poppy art that just like is like so like very very kind of like vibrant colors. It really sticks out to me. But I think like when it comes to like border and just like how they integrated it and just like again vines, I think I gotta go with like a Love Struck Beast. Like it's very again identifiable immediately when you see it, and like I do like that Fable kind of art. I played. What was the game? It was called Fable as a kid. A lot. And like that kind of takes me back to like all that, like all like the like their transition scenes and like the like when they're showing things off. They always had like those kind of like that's stained glass too, but like they had those kind of like Fable book passages kind of stuff. It was really cool.
My screensaver for a long time when those games were around was I used to go and find all of the concept art for that game. It was just like the buildings and stuff.
Oh, nice.
They kind of like have that little like they're very Fable-y, like Miwa kind of look to them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I spent far too many hours playing that game. And, just I think it was 2 or 3 where like they had like the black you could like do blacksmith stuff. You have to like hit the hammer, and then I literally did that for hours and hours.
Or making pie.
Yeah. Just to get enough money to like buy all the houses in the area, to then rent them out, to then buy other houses. And it's like, what am I doing? I'm just playing like Sims, essentially at that point, like Sim City.
That's the easiest way to go. If you wanted to be like the bad guy, you do that, and then you go and kill all the residents.
Yes, that's what I did. I think in the first one, I basically like went through and just like oh, welcome to my house. Oh no! And like, oh, your house is for sale now. I'm gonna buy that. It's like, oh goodness, this game is not teaching good things.
I'm gonna steal all your stuff first, and then I'm gonna kill you.
It's like this town is very strange. Just one person keeps buying all the properties, and everyone's dying, and they're
Nobody seems to notice.
They're not investigating this person at all. Okay, we've gotten slightly off track. back. Well, yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, let me know in the comments below how wrong Eric was and how right I was, or basically the exact opposite. Let us know what your opinion on vines on cards are.
Yeah.
Any other questions for our audience to answer in the comments below?
Just, are you happy with the fact that we now have 15 versions of a given card in every set?
No, the answer is no. Good comment. Yeah. That's kind of like a leading question, but I mean, I guess
I don't know.
Leading questions too. Regardless, hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks again for joining me, Eric.
Yeah, thanks.
And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. We also have a ton of brand new t-shirt designs in stock, so make sure you check out those as well. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.